Today, guys, we've got the brand new Milwaukee 3150 Auto Technicians Borescope. We first looked at this back in around June at the ISN Tool Show, and then again in August at the Milwaukee Pipeline event. Well, now we've got it in hand, and we can test it, go over features and benefits, and put it to real-world uses, and also compare and contrast it to another red brand competitor. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into this review of the new M12 Borescope. So guys, let's take a look at the box really quickly. This is the new 3150. It is only sold as a tool, bare tool only, no battery charger kit available right now. 5-year warranty on the tool and 2-year warranty on the imager and cable. Let's flip on the back of the box and look at some specifications, get those out of the way. The camera head diameter is a very tiny 5 millimeters. The camera head length is 1.5 inches. Camera resolution is 720p. Screen size is 4.3 inches. The screen rotation is 270 degrees. Cable length is 3 feet. 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and 5 levels of adjustable brightness at the end of our camera imager. So guys, once we get the cardboard sleeve off, we have this nice blow molded case that the Borescope is packaged in. Get this flipped open. We've got our operator manual up in the top. We've got a micro SD card adapter, and we've got our Borescope. So guys, now that we've unboxed the Borescope, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features and benefits, power it on, and just play around with it. So we've got our power button right here. Just push it down and hold it for a couple of seconds, and the Borescope will turn on and boot up. Gone ahead and thrown in an HO50 battery. Once again, this is a tool only, does not come with battery or charger, so just grab one of the ones I had sitting around. Now let's go over some of this button functionality. So in the top left, we have our zoom function. We have up to 4 times digital zoom. We'll push it once and go to 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times zoom digitally. On our top right here, this is for our camera selection. This is a dual camera imager. We've got one camera out the tip and one out the side here. That side camera is great for inspecting valves, like if you're going into a spark plug hole. So one touch, and we switch from our front-facing camera to our side camera. Push again, and we're back to our other camera. Now, while talking about the imager, it has a variable brightness light on the tip. We gotta just push our power button, and we can turn it to 25%, 50%, 75%, 100% brightness, or we can turn the light completely off. Down here, our bottom buttons, this button will take a still picture, push saves to the SD card, or we can take a video, push to start recording, record our little video here, and push again to save to the memory card. Now, if we want to go into our gallery and look at our saved images and save videos, we push the center button. Then we can scroll right and left through our video or our image. If we want to play that video back, our top right button is now our play and pause. And if we want to delete, our top left button, push 2 times, will delete files from our SD card. So now that we've gone over our buttons and controls, if we look over here on the side, this is where our micro SD card is located. And again, we have that articulation of the screen, 270 degrees, right or left. It is great for if you need to perch this on a precarious spot under an engine bay, under a dashboard, where you can't just set this up on a battery. So now that we've looked at our buttons, our controls, and how to use the Borescope, let's actually go out and put it to use in an engine, in a car, and check out why you need one of these if you were a technician. We're out here with one of my old 2002 or 2003 Outbacks, and we have pulled one of our spark plugs. We're going to take the Borescope, run it in there, and take a look at the inside of the engine. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get down in there and see what we can see inside of this cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and start a recording, just because we're going to get a little bit of glare from the screen here, and it won't give you the best view. So let's go ahead, turn our brightness up, and run on down into our cylinder. And we can get a nice clear image of the top of our piston here. We can even see the cross hatching there still in the cylinder bore. You can see a little bit of oil there in the cylinder puddled up at the bottom. Again, if we push our button here, that'll turn on our side imager. It will also stop and save a recording, so we have to start recording once again. And now we can get a look at our valves, and we can see those valves look nice right there at the seat. I don't see any burning, any pitting or anything. Nice sealing valves. Got some carbon buildup there in the combustion chamber, but that would be typical. And we can get a nice look at our cylinder bore once again. Nice, smooth cross hatching still in place. No scratches, no issues. Nice, healthy engine in here. Just has some carbon buildup and a little bit of oil because, I mean, it isn't a spring chicken. So switch back again, recording stops, and come on out of there. And that is a good look at the inside of a cylinder with this new Milwaukee Borescope. So one little feature I did not mention earlier is that there is an internal temperature sensor in this little camera, and above 140 degrees it will shut down, turn off, and warn you that you were sticking it into somewhere that is too hot, like an engine that had just been run or near an exhaust manifold. It will shut off to protect itself. Just a cool little built-in feature. So now, after using the Milwaukee, showing off features and benefits of it, let's talk about the price tag. Again, this is a tool only, and it comes in at $429. A lot of you might be thinking that is a lot of money for this, but I think it is a steal of a deal at $429, especially compared to the other red brand borescope I've been using for the last several years, which is this Snap-on BK5600. Now, it looks like it's brand new because I just pulled off the screen protector. I didn't realize was on this unit, but I've had this thing since about 2016. Now, if we look at the features compared, look at the size of that imager. That Snap-on imager is gigantic. I believe it's an 8 or an 8.5 millimeter compared to a 5 millimeter. Now, the modern version of this comes with a 5.5 millimeter, but that's still bigger than the Milwaukee offering. Also, the thickness of the cable is much thicker as well. Now, price tag on this, which you're all wondering about, is $845. $845 compared to $429. Screen size is smaller on the Snap-on. It is a touch screen, but the screen size is a little bit smaller. It does not have the 720 resolution of the Milwaukee. It does have an SD card. You can take still images, but you cannot record video clips. You can do videos and stills with the Milwaukee. Now, the Snap-on comes with a 2-year warranty. Again, the Milwaukee tool comes with a 5-year warranty and 2 years on your camera imager. Again, dollar for dollar, feature for feature, the Milwaukee is blowing the Snap-on out of the water. Now, my biggest gripe about this over the years was the batteries. This thing takes 6 AA batteries, and it will burn through 6 AA batteries. There's not a ton of times that you need a borescope, so a lot of times in downtime, between using it one time to the next, I had dead batteries and I had to find 6 AA's, scrounge them up. Now, I wasn't leaving the batteries in the unit because I know that they will possibly corrode and destroy the unit, but this thing really has a high power demand on AA batteries, whereas the Milwaukee, I've got tons of M12 batteries. All I got to do is slap one in there, and I'm good to rock and roll for quite a long time. So again, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, $845 versus $429. The Milwaukee is a bargain at that price point comparing the two. Now, if you want a super HD version of the Snap-on with, again, only a 5.5 millimeter imager, it'll run you $1,800 plus for an HD version. Same kind of layout, a little bit bigger screen than the Milwaukee, but way more money than the Milwaukee. So guys, there you have it. There is our review and overview of the new Milwaukee 3150 Auto Technicians Borescope. This is a welcome upgrade over what I'd been using with that old Snap-on. Much smaller imager, getting into more places more easily, the ability to record video and picture, and that pivoting screen, more ergonomic design, and higher clarity of the screen. Also, not having to stockpile AA batteries to power it when it runs on the M12 system. I'll try to put a link somewhere in the description of the video or a pinned comment or on the side for those of you interested in purchasing this tool Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one.